Guys, I wanted to make this video showing you guys how I repot Hoyas using a different kind of medium, not cocoa husks. I've been talking about coconut husks for a while. If you guys watch my channel, you watch my videos, you guys know that I like using coconut husks for my Hoyas. But I started using a different kind of medium. It's orchid bark with reptile bark. And orchid bark and reptile bark, it's really good for the Hoyas. Similar to coconut husks, reptile bark and orchid bark are very airy, very chunky pieces that really helps the roots on the Hoyas to expand without creating any root rot. I like to bottom water these substrates to if I were to put water over the top, it wouldn't be a good look, so I like to bottom water this. But anyways, I just wanted to come in to the beginning of the video and tell you guys this. So just enjoy the video and let me know in the comments below if you guys are going to use this substrate for your Hoyas. Alright guys, welcome to another episode on Dusty's Plants, and today we're going to be doing, look at this, Hoya PHUWUAENSIS is falling apart and it needs to be repotted. Right now I have it like in a 4-inch pot and it needs to be repotted, and I'll show you guys how I repot my Hoyas. What I'll be using for the repotting will be this, which is the Orchid Grow Mix fine grade for Phalaenopsis, C mediums, Oxidine, and terrestrials. And I'll be using this one, which is the Fluker's Reptile Bark Forest Floor Substrate. This is new that I'm using. It's kind of like orchid bark in a sense, sort of like orchid bark. And I'll be using this 6-inch pot hanging basket for the Hoya. Alright guys, so here is the Hoya. It's just gotten way out of hand, so I'm just gonna set it to the side. And on the pot with nothing in it, I'm gonna start using the Orchid Plant Grow Mix. Using about that much. That's gonna be the first substrate. And now I'm gonna put in the Hoya. So let me take out this little clip. Let me unravel it from the bamboo trellis. And this Hoya is doing really well for me, so I'm really happy. You can also see the root. It has very nice roots. You can see what it was growing in. I had it growing in a mixture of cocoa husks with regular Fox Farms soil. Okay, so now that I have it like that, I'll top it off with the, what is this? With the reptile bark. Now reptile bark is a lot easier to find than cocoa husks. I've noticed, at least for me here in California, it's easier to find. I'll just be doing that. And that's kind of how it's looking like so far with the reptile bark. Now before I continue with the rest, go on, put more. I just go ahead and mix 50-50 of the orchid bark blend with the reptile bark. A little bit of both. And that's how it ends up looking. My Hoya PHUWUAENSIS, which is very nice. Okay, so here is the Hoya. Now I can leave it like this, but I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these large hangers to go in the pot. Okay, guys, and you can see the tendril. It's hanging on the side, and the pot has a very nice long hanger for the Hoya, which I will then wrap around the hanger so that it could get massive. So let me just go ahead and put this little butterfly clips. Here is the Hoya with the butterfly clips and the hanger. Very nice. I think it looks very nice in my opinion. Alright guys, and this is how the Hoya ended up looking like. Hoya PHUWUAENSIS, nicely potted with the little butterfly clips and the large hanger so that the vine could definitely wrap itself onto. Alright, let me go ahead and grab it. And this Hoya will go hanging on my tree. Just gonna have it hanging somewhere in the trees, just like that. And this is where it'll live. I'm just gonna actually hang it right here. There it is. There is where the Hoya will live on for a while now. But if you guys don't have a Hoya PHUWUAENSIS, this is how it looks like. See? It's a very nice Hoya. And I'm just gonna have it hanging in there. I do have other Hoyas hanging over here, like I have the Hoya glabra, as you can see right there. And that's how it looks. The substrate, you can see right there, the substrate is also nice, very barky and chunky, and the Hoyas love it. Here I have some Hoyas in the same type of bark. Like example, I have this one. This is Hoya arnotiana on the same type of substrate. You can see how it soaks up the water. This is also a very nice Hoya, and it's soaking up the water. I'm actually gonna set it aside. And over here I have some little cuttings that I'm getting ready to swap with friends. I'm gonna put in Hoya PURPUREOFUSCA. Got this one. Isn't this Hoya insane? The leaves of it. And he's growing new leaves as well right here. Hoya PURPUREOFUSCA. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, but I decided to come in at the end again to answer some questions. I've been getting a lot of questions regarding how often do I water my Hoyas that I have in coconut husks. So to be honest, I only water my Hoyas about once a week, and in between waterings I go and mist them. I mist like my greenhouse, and I mist it with the Miracle-Gro orchid plant mist, the pink little mist, or I just get the water hose and spray them with the spray nozzle that just mists all the greenhouse. So that way between waterings the humidity of the greenhouse will rise up and the Hoyas will absorb the moisture, and that's as if I'm watering it. So the Hoyas will absorb the moisture that I introduce by misting, and then they will make it until I water them once again. Now Hoyas that I have in coconut husks, I tend to bottom water most of the time, especially if I'm rooting them, especially if it's like a little cutting that I'm trying to root. I would put all of the little cuttings in coconut husks in a tray and then have them water bottom. So I will, if that makes any sense, I will bottom water all of these little cuttings. Not only that, because if I were to throw water on top of the roots, on top of the little plant, it will kind of like move it around, and if I bottom water this way, it won't really move the plant around. They will just, the coconut husk will just absorb the moisture, and that's it. A very easy tip. Anyways guys, also something else, if you guys are gonna use coconut husks for your Hoyas, make sure to be aware that they need a lot of airflow, a lot of air circulation and humidity. And if you're gonna have coconut husks in your Hoyas, have them outside. If you keep them inside, they're not gonna do well. They're not gonna die, but they're not gonna do well. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye bye.